What's up, everybody? Jason from Jason's Exotic Reptiles. I am back again, and I actually just finished filming the blood boa video that posted last week when I looked up over the camera viewfinder and saw a Burmese python curled around some eggs. It's that time of year, and let's dive into that video. I was cleaning snakes yesterday and I saw this girl was just roaming around her cage. That, as I mentioned in my other blood boa video, whether this is a Burmese python or a Burmese python or a boa or a colubrid, typically when the snake is getting ready to start laying her babies, she's gonna start moving around her enclosure, moving those babies more towards her cloaca and just getting them ready to be born. So that's what she was doing. She was roaming, looking for a good place to lay, moving substrate out of the way, getting the substrate wet. Oftentimes they'll go into their water bowl just to try to spike that humidity because they're being good moms. They're trying to make sure that the eggs have the highest chance of survival. Now, with all that said, my enclosures, I probably could let her sit on the eggs, but it's very risky, and I bet a couple eggs are going to be lost because of it, because they're really not set up to incubate eggs, especially over the duration that I need them. These eggs are really somewhat sensitive. In the open environment, the mom will be great. She'll uncoil the eggs when it's too hot. She'll coil back on them when it's too cold, and she'll go bask and bring that heat back. She'll get wet when the humidity needs to rise, and then she'll kind of get off of them when it needs to dry out a little bit. So they're really good moms. In the wild, in captivity, we don't have wild conditions. Just like I've said in previous videos, there is nothing wild about this. Even if I give her an enclosure the size of this room, it's not going to be like the wild. So I can get it close as I can, but it's always best for the safety and best survival of the eggs to have me pull those eggs out and artificially incubate them. That will give me the highest chance of success of these eggs being born and hatching out successfully. So with that, we did a Burmese python video, maybe it was 2, 3, 4 weeks ago now from the time that I'm filming this, but let's flip the camera and I'm going to pull some eggs for you. Alright guys, so because of where this snake is, she's kind of up top, just like the boa video, and I'm on a ladder trying to see if I can get these eggs. We're going to see, I may need to do something different with this girl and just pull her off the eggs. She's pretty calm, but I still don't want to be in this really close spot trying to pull her eggs from her, potentially get bit. She's a big snake, and it will do some damage if she bites me. I'm going to go grab my hook, and we're going to start pulling these eggs. We were successful. Here we have our eggs. It's somewhat of a small clutch for Burmese pythons, and she may still have a couple in her. I gave her a good amount of time, and she didn't look like she was laying anymore until I started to uncoil and pull some of her eggs. At that point, my hand was in there. I wanted to just get these eggs out. She'll still kind of do her thing. I didn't disturb her too much, but you could definitely tell if the volume was up on that one, you can tell how angry she was. Her throat was all puffed up. She was hissing hard. But I will candle these eggs like I did last time, since I now found my flashlight, and I'll have to turn the lights off for that, but let's get a quick count. There's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. So 14 eggs. This is her first year laying, which is not unexpected. It is a little bit small. She is somewhat of a smaller female. And again, I don't really power feed my animals. So she is a 5 or 6 year old female at this point, but small. Like I said, I don't really like to feed them a ton of food. So I will get the lights turned off, get my flashlight out, and let's see if we have good ones or if these are just infertile eggs like the previous one we had, where we had some infertile and some good. These are the eggs we were just looking at, and we're just going to put a little candle to it. And I don't know if you guys can see that, but that is a perfect egg. The last video I noticed it was a little difficult to see. I don't know if you guys can see all the veins. I hope the camera's picking it up, but that's a really good looking egg. I'm very happy with that. Somebody made a comment of keeping the embryo on one side, and what I did, you know, this one may not be that great. This one's definitely good. This one may be a little bit early, so I'm gonna pull that one to the side, but I've never done that. I think they said some other breeders made videos and they did that. Now, these are freshly laid eggs. It really shouldn't matter that much with the direction of the embryo, especially because they were just born. I think that's what they were saying. Again, I do agree with what they're saying is don't turn the egg, but I don't think it's as crucial at this point because they're so fresh. So you could even see how quickly these came off. I was hesitant to even pull them as chunks because they were falling apart in my hand. Let me turn the lights back on. So we're back with all of our eggs, and as you can see, I have them all kind of separated and laid out. I did that quickly off camera, and it just really isn't that serious when you move these eggs too much. A lot of people, where they go wrong with snake breeding is they try to make it too scientific and too exact, and honestly, these are animals. It just, there's a time and a place to be scientific and exact with an extremely difficult to breed species, maybe, or maybe those people who are trying to breed those extremely difficult species are overthinking a really simple step, making something a little bit more difficult than it needs to be. So I'm gonna put these eggs in the incubator. We got a nice clutch from this girl. She may give us a couple more. I'll keep checking her over the course of today, or really by the time the lights go off tonight, but really pretty stuff. So let me put the lid on this, pop them in the incubator, and let's circle around and close this out. I hope you all enjoyed that video, and I hope you're learning a little bit of something during the course of these videos. These are not the most entertaining videos in my opinion, but I hope the content's there. So with all of this said, if you guys are not subscribed to my Patreon, go check it out. I've had a lot of really cool people interested in that and getting those one-on-one sessions where they can kind of pick my brain on a more personal level of what do I like, where do I think the market is going, what is my morph, what should I buy next, what would pair well. So I can be your morph market, morphopedia I think they call it. And really give you kind of those one-on-one breeder tips that is just too much and sometimes doesn't please the algorithms of YouTube. So I can't make certain video topics unless you guys continue to like, share, and subscribe these videos. Honestly, if you hit that thumbs up button and if you share this video, this channel will blow up, and I don't really care what topics I do. I can do any topic you guys want, but while this channel is growing, I have to be cognizant of the stuff that I cover because YouTube will literally hide my videos from people. So with all that said, if you guys are looking for more exclusive content, go check out my Patreon, www.patreon.com/JasonsExoticReptiles. If you're looking for babies, 2021, there's still some beautiful stuff left, or 2022 babies, go check out my website, www.jasonsexoticreptiles.com. Follow me on Instagram, Facebook, it's all Jason's Exotic Reptiles. If you just search it in Google, you're gonna find all kinds of cool stuff. So with all that said, thank you all for watching. Please remember to like, share, subscribe, and hit that bell notification. And until next week, let's keep it moving.